Yo, what is up guys, it's Kevin here. Welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a nature melee DPS loadout, and this loadout does a lot of damage. Don't forget to subscribe to join the #1 nation, and yeah, let's get right into the video. Okay, before I start explaining the loadout, you're going to need these two things. If your character does not have these two things, you cannot do this loadout. Okay, first thing, your character needs to be super speed movement. If he's not super speed movement, then you're not going to be able to complete the loadout. And the second thing is, your character needs the Eye of Gemini artifact to be around 160 or higher. Okay, no, actually don't even make it 200. Leave it at 160 Eye of Gemini, because if you make it higher, it negatively affects the reason why this loadout really works. And if you guys don't have these two things, you cannot do this loadout. Okay, all right, so now I'm gonna start explaining the loadout really quickly. I'm not gonna get into all the details and stuff, but let's start explaining it. So as you can see, you might be looking at my role, you're like, bro, you're in healer role, you don't know what you're doing. What's that? What are you doing? So basically, I'm in healer role because when I transform into wolf, like so, you could see that when I transform into wolf, I gain supercharge back. You're basically allowing yourself to infinitely boost your stats. And as you can, I'm gonna show you guys right here. So I'm gonna turn into wolf, and here, look, you can see Eye of Gemini activating. So every 13 seconds, you'll be able to go out of wolf and then go back in and not have your supercharge damaged. Like the bar, your supercharged bar damaged a lot. You could do this with Eye of Gemini at rank 160, but it does help to have the soul cloak at 160 as well, because it increases your supercharge as well. Restores 7% max supercharge after using supercharge ability, so that helps a little bit too. But you don't really need it to be 160. You need but you really do need Eye of Gemini to be 160. Let's explain the loadout real quick. In human form, we're gonna talk about human form. Just leave savage growth here. You're not gonna use it in your human form, but savage growth, just leave it there because that's where it is in wolf, and you want to know where it is, because you need to spam it, and so it doesn't so you could just instantly go into doing powers. You need to spam the button when you transform into wolf to do that power in wolf form, so I just leave it there. And so you need savage growth here, serpent call, briar, vine lash, harvest, and then wolf form. And then in wolf form, you're gonna want to have savage growth in the same spot, thorn burst, vortex trap, whirling devilish. So these two powers are in your super speed tree, right? And here I just put swarm shield, but you could put whatever you think is best fit for you. I just leave swarm shield because sometimes I get hit pretty hard and helps out a little bit, and it allows me to do some melee damage on certain bosses that are kind of annoying sometimes. So if you want to find these two, vortex trap and whirling dervish, whatever however you pronounce it, you just go to your super speed, and you'll find it here. Right here is whirling dervish, and right here is vortex trap. So this one's right here, and then the last one's down here, and then yeah, that's how you get it. And then the rest is, and that's it. That's the loadout right here. So now let's explain the loadout for you guys real quick. All right, so what you're gonna want to do is use these powers right here, pop harvest. So now you have your 3 dots, right? So your 3 dots are always gonna be up. Sometimes I don't put up the dots depending on what we're doing. Like for example, if I'm doing an alert and I have good players and they do damage really fast, I just go into wolf, use that crit chance, and do explosive damage instead of setting up my dots, because it's not gonna be enough time for me to get that damage out against those higher level players that pretty much kill the ads or the the enemies quickly. So this is for, like, I mean, you could do it on ads too, but still, like, you got to think about how quickly players kill certain things. Sometimes you could do the dots, the 3 dots, or sometimes you don't have to. So you put up the 3 dots, and right when you turn into wolf form, spam square. spam square so you can use the first power, and then you just go from left to right. Pretty simple. You should be able to do the loadout twice. It'll take about 13 seconds to do the loadout, you know, twice, so you should be able to do it twice. And then after, you know, it runs out, the boost and damage runs out, you go out and go back into wolf form, spam the first button, so it goes straight into the power, because if you don't spam the first power, it's not going to allow you to, you're gonna have to wait for the wolf transformation animation. So right here are the 10-second parsers that I get. You could pretty much do the math by yourself, the average of all these numbers put together. That's a lot. That's a good amount of damage. That's higher than average, and I'm pretty sure it could go a little bit higher, you know, because I'm not fully geared, and I don't have, you know, more might. I have 43,500 might, as well as I don't have high ranked artifacts as well, so these parsers could be a lot higher. And yeah, so it could get, the highest could be 360,000 for a single target every 10 seconds, or it could be as low as 238. But honestly, I think if you keep your crit up, so I think if you have your soul cloak higher, your soul cloak's rank higher, you could keep your crit up more consistently or constantly. Instead of doing 2 rotations in wolf form, you could just do 1 rotation in your loadout in wolf form, go in and out, to solidify the fact that you always will have crit chance up, because sometimes the effects do go away when you try to do the second rotation on wolf form, depending on what happens in the alert, in the raid, etc. So yeah, if you keep your crit chance, if you keep the boost, the damage boost up, because remember, it does plus 10% damage, plus 15% crit chance, or critical attack chance, and then plus 30% critical attack damage. So that increases your critical attack damage to 136, and that increases your critical chance over 40%, because it's 26 plus 15, and that's like that's over 40, so that's pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, my name's Kevin, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.